William Beveridge, an economist who had worked with David Lloyd George implementing the liberal reforms. The Beveridge Report. This report identified the 5 giant evils of poverty and laid out some proposals about how to tackle them. It sold 635,000 copies. 5 giant evils: want, disease, squalor, idleness, and ignorance. Media bias. When newspapers reinforce a political view, the Beveridge Report was surprising because the Telegraph and the Times, normally conservative papers, supported the recommendations in the report, a surprise at the time. Evactuations. The evacuation of children from cities and towns during WWII really increased awareness about how disadvantaged many people living in urban environments were. Clement Atlee, leader of the Labour Party, elected into power in 1945, who became the Prime Minister who created a welfare state to look after the British people. Welfare state. A system where a government puts government-provided services and funding in place to reduce inequality, increase the average standard of living, and support the people in living safe, healthy, and happy lives. Housing shortages. WWII meant that much housing had been destroyed. In addition to poor quality older housing, this led to a huge demand for new homes. The Killer Smog of 1952. In December 1952, the air in London became trapped in an anticyclone that pulled all of the coal fumes down to the surface. 12,000 died and over 100,000 were taken ill. Clean Air Acts. Focused on replacing coal fires in cities with electricity, gas, or other cleaner fuels. This was implemented in cities around the UK. New cities. Milton Keynes and Telford were designed and built during the 1960s to meet the housing demand. This was funded by the government and was only possible because of the creation of the welfare state. Slum Clearances. When old and not fit for purpose housing is destroyed, cleared, and redeveloped using up-to-date housing. Lots of this occurred during the 1960s.